It was the traditional way, really, across the desk. Candidates would be given an half an hour slot, they'd come in, we'd ask them questions like, what do you think the core values are in care, what makes a good care assistant. We might give them a bit of a scenario over confidentiality or over, and then we'd use the scoring system and choose the person that scored the most.
Well, I've got people skills or team skills by doing this, but you can't evidence it.
There are people who are really good at their job, but they really can't do interviews.
Some people we interviewed, I was quite shocked by some things that were said,
Yes.
and actually it was very concerning, and that wouldn't have come out in an interview,
No.
because you'd have just reeled off the answers.
Yes. Yeah.
And I just thought, and that's about your values.
And I quite like the scoring system as well. It was really interesting then, because when we all came back together at the end, you know, there's not just two of you saying, oh, so what do you think,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, this. You're all together and you can debate.
Then we actually placed them in the day centre and onto the residential wings to actually see how they interacted with people.
We had the people who came out the best were the ones who had very little experience in the care sector, but had wonderful personalities. Their personalities shone through, the way they interacted with people.
It was lively, it was interactive. They spent a few hours with us, so we really got to see what they were about as a person. A lady who'd never ever worked in care, and when she went into the lounge to sit in the towel, she was completely natural. You could see she engaged everybody, she involved everybody.
I just loved it. I thought, I can't imagine going back to the other way we used to interview, and I wouldn't want to.
No,
you know, certainly from the two people that we recruited, is that they're everything that I thought they would be from that interview.
But for me personally, the interview was great because you just got to explore your childish side, you got to explore your seriousness, you're working in a group, it was much like creative, you had to also be professional, and it was weighing up that balance all each time, but then you never thought about it. So your natural ability to do a job came through.
They were almost wanting to look for skills of how you are when you're working in a group with other people, and your ability to influence other people's decision, which actually is what we are doing on a day-to-day job. You're making an informed choice based on the people you've seen, and you know, most of the people in my interview are quite senior managers.
In that they get the best picture of you, and rather than asking particular questions and what do you know about this and what do you know about that, and I suppose looking at scenarios, because that's what we do. We deal with people on a day-to-day basis.
Like an opportunity to show, like you said, your personality as well as your professional skills.